A.I. Stroy telling Kill Bill, Volume 1, directed by Quentin Tarantino, tells the story of revenge, betrayal, and redemption through the eyes of the bride, also known as Beatrix Kiddo, played by Uma Thurman. The bride was once a part of an elite group of assassins known as the Deadly Viper Assassination Squad, led by the enigmatic and ruthless Bill, David Carradine. At the start of the film, we are introduced to a brutal massacre that takes place during the bride's wedding rehearsal. Bill and the other members of the squad ambush the wedding party, killing everyone, including the bride's soon-to-be husband. Left for dead, the bride is shot in the head by Bill himself. However, the bride survives, though she falls into a coma that lasts for 4 years. During this time, she loses her unborn child, the life she could have had, and everything she cared about. As the film begins, she suddenly wakes up in the hospital, disoriented but filled with a burning rage for revenge. The audience is immediately thrust into her mind and heart as she embarks on a bloody journey to hunt down and kill the members of the Deadly Viper Assassination Squad, along with Bill, former lover and leader of the group. The first member of the Deadly Vipers on her list is Vernita Green, Vivica A. Fox, who now leads a seemingly quiet, suburban life as a mother. The bride's confrontation with Vernita is both visceral and intense, showcasing Tarantino's skill in blending high-octane action with tension-filled dialogue. In a matter of moments, the two women are engaged in a brutal knife fight, using everything from kitchen appliances to fists to try to end each other's lives. Eventually, after some negotiation, the bride gains the upper hand and kills Vernita in front of her young daughter, leaving a chilling message about how one day the child may seek revenge on the bride. Having crossed Vernita off her list, the bride moves on to her next target, O-Ren Ishii, Lucy Liu, another former Deadly Viper, who has become the powerful leader of the Tokyo underworld. O-Ren's backstory is filled with violence, having witnessed the murder of her parents at the hands of the Yakuza when she was a child. In an animated flashback sequence, we learn how O-Ren rises to the top, using her deadly skills and vengeance-fueled ambition to become a feared and respected boss. The bride knows she must face O-Ren head-on, but before she can get to her, she must go through the Crazy 88, O-Ren's elite gang of bodyguards. In one of the film's most iconic sequences, the bride battles the Crazy 88 at the House of Blue Leaves, a Japanese restaurant where O-Ren is holding a meeting with her associates. Armed with her legendary Hattori Hanzo sword, the bride cuts through the army of skilled fighters in a flurry of blood-soaked, expertly choreographed action. The fight is exhilarating, with the bride showcasing both her physical prowess and relentless determination. Tarantino's use of exaggerated violence, stylized visuals, and martial arts choreography gives this scene a unique blend of homage to classic samurai films and modern action cinema. After defeating the Crazy 88, the bride faces off against O-Ren in a beautifully composed duel in a serene snow-covered garden. The contrast between the peaceful setting and the violent confrontation highlights the emotional and thematic core of the film, the pursuit of vengeance amidst the ruins of past relationships. The fight between the bride and O-Ren is a climactic moment, not just in terms of action, but also in the bride's emotional journey. After a tense and skillful exchange of sword strikes, the bride ultimately kills O-Ren, avenging part of her past and taking one more step toward her final goal of confronting Bill. Throughout Kill Bill, Volume 1, Tarantino masterfully blends genres, pulling from martial arts films, spaghetti westerns, and Japanese samurai cinema to create a visually striking and narratively engaging film. The movie's nonlinear structure adds depth to the characters and story, giving viewers pieces of the puzzle that will only come together in the second volume. The bride's quest for vengeance is both personal and universal, as she struggles not only against her enemies, but also with the loss of her identity and the life she had hoped to build. As she crosses names off her hit list, the tension builds, leading to the inevitable confrontation with Bill, which looms like a dark cloud over the film. The film ends on a cliffhanger, with the bride having taken down 2 of her targets, but still with more work to do. We are left eager to see how her bloody journey will conclude in Kill Bill, Volume 2. This first volume sets the stage for the explosive finale, where we will finally see the showdown between the bride and the man who betrayed her, Bill.